Today's myth of the day is the story of Oedipus. Back behind me, you'll see this is the Sphinx, which Oedipus will meet on his journey. So, without further ado, Oedipus. The descendants of Cadmus continued to suffer from the hatred of Mars, even though he had forgiven Cadmus for slaying his dragon. But of all these descendants, the greatest misfortunes afflicted Oedipus. An oracle warned Laius, king of Thebes, on the birth of a son that the infant, if allowed to grow up, would endanger both the throne and his life. So Laius ordered a herdsman to kill the child. But the herdsman, in pity, merely pierced the infant's feet and left him on a mountain. There another herdsman found the child and took him to King Polybus of Corinth. The king adopted the child as a son and called him Oedipus, or swollen foot. When Oedipus became older, he too consulted an oracle and learned that, to his horror, if he was allowed to grow up, which he did, he was destined to kill his father, whom he thought was Polybus. To avoid the decree of the gods, he hastily left Corinth, and in a chariot with a single servant set off to wander through Greece. Once, on a narrow road, he met another man in a chariot who haughtily ordered him to give way, so move out of the way. When Oedipus refused, an attendant leaped out of the other chariot and killed one of Oedipus's horses. Then Oedipus, in great anger, slew the man in the chariot. It was Laius, and unwittingly, Oedipus had killed his father. When Oedipus came to Thebes itself, he found the city in deep distress. A monster, called the Sphinx, half lion and half woman, stopped all travelers and asked them a riddle. If they could not give the right answer, the Sphinx killed them. But Oedipus fearlessly approached the Sphinx. "What creature is it," the Sphinx asked, "that in the morning goes on 4 feet, at noon on 2, and at night on 3? "Man," replied Oedipus, "who creeps on hands and feet in childhood, stands erect on 2 feet when full grown, and in old age needs the help of a crutch." The Sphinx, chagrined, threw himself off a cliff and was killed. In gratitude, the Thebans had Oedipus marry their queen Jocasta, widow of Laius. Only when a plague afflicted the city did Oedipus and Jocasta learn that from an oracle of the crimes he had committed. In horror, Jocasta committed suicide, and Oedipus blinded himself. For many months, Oedipus, accompanied by his faithful daughter Antigone, went begging through Greece. At last, the gods released him from life.